Friends, welcome to my channel. So here we simplify the technology for the everyone. Today we are diving into the heart of the Microsoft Azure, the core services that power businesses, apps and the innovations around the globe. So whether you are a developer, IT professional or just starting your cloud journey, this video will help you to understand the foundation of the Azure powerful ecosystem. Here we will explore the compute, storage, networking, database and many more. It will make it easy to see you how the Azure can transform your projects. So grab your coffee, sit back and let's explore the magic of the Azure core services together. So let's jump in. What is Microsoft Azure? So Microsoft Azure is nothing but a cloud computing platform and it also provides a set of services. It enables the users to build, deploy, and manage the applications through the Microsoft global network of the different data centers. Azure also supports the various services like compute, storage, networking, database. It offers infrastructures like infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and software as a service. What are the main services models offered in the Azure? So there are three types of services model offered in the Azure. Infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and software as a service. In short, we can say infrastructure as a service or IaaS, platform as a service as PaaS, and software as a service SaaS. So, infrastructure as a service basically provides the visualized computing resources over the internet. Platform as a service offers a platform for the developers to build and deploy their applications, and by using the software as a services, the software applications over the internet on a subscription basis. Next question is what are the Azure regions? So Azure regions are the geographical area that contain the data center across the Azure services. Each region consists of the multiple data center and it offers the redundancy and it also lowers the latency by enabling the users to deploy the resources that are close to their location. What is the availability zone? So availability zones are the physical separate data centers within a particular region. Each zone has its power, cooling and networking and it basically ensures the high availability and the protection from the localized failure. Explain the concept of resource group in the Azure. So resource group is nothing but a container that hold all the related resources of an Azure solution. So resources within a resource group can be managed as a single entity. It makes it easier to organize, deploy and monitor the resources based on the particular project requirement. Next question is what is Azure Virtual Machine? In the short form we can also say VMS. So Azure Virtual Machines are the scalable and on-demand computing services available in the Azure cloud. In this, VMs can run various operating systems. It allows users to install custom applications and control the configuration for the tailored environment. What are Azure VM skill sets? So Azure VM skill sets basically enables the user to create and manage a group of identical load balanced VMs. It automatically scale up or down based on the demand. It also ensures the high availability and cost efficiency for the applications with fluctuating workloads. Explain the difference between the Azure VM and the Azure App Services. So Azure VM basically provides a virtualized server environment. It gives full control over the operating system and the configurations. Whereas Azure App Services act as a platform as a service. right? So it offer focus on the web applications, abstracting the underlying infrastructure for the easy deployment and the scaling perspective. What are the Azure Kubernetes Service, AKS? So AKS is managed Kubernetes services that simplify deploying, managing, and the scaling containerized applications. It also reduces the complexity of the Kubernetes cluster management and offers the integration with the Azure security and the monitoring services. How does Azure function different from the VMs? So Azure function is a serverless compute service that lets user to run their code without managing any infrastructure. Whereas functions are the event driven, means they only execute in the response of any trigger. It also reduces the cost of low frequency tasks. So here we can say unlike VM, you just don't have to manage the underlying servers with the Azure functions. What is an Azure Virtual Network? VNet. A VNet is basically a logically isolated network within the Azure. VNet basically enables the secure communication between the Azure resources, on-premise environment and the internet. It provides the segmentation, traffic management and the access control. Next question is what is Azure Load Balancer? So Azure Load Balancer is a layer of four load balancing services that distributes the incoming network traffic across multiple VMs. It also enhances the availability and the reliability by preventing the overload on any single VM. Next question is explain the use of Azure VPN Gateway. So Azure VPN Gateway enables the secure site-to-site, point-to-point and VNet to VNet connection over IPsec or we can say IKE-v2 or Open VPN protocols. It's primarily used for the extending on-premise network to the Azure cloud. What is Azure Express Route? So Azure Express Route provides a private dedicated connection between the on-premise infrastructure and Azure. It also bypasses the internet by this way and it's ideal for the high performance, secure and the low latency connectivity needs. Describe the role of Azure Application Gateway. Azure Application Gateway is web traffic load balancer. Is seven layer and it also manages the HTTP and HTTPS traffic that provides the application level routing, SSL termination and the web application firewall WAF capability to enhance the security. What is Azure Blob Storage? Azure Blob Storage is a service for storing large amount of unstructured data like image, video or the document. Blobs are basically stored in the containers within the storage accounts and blob storage offers the tiered storage options for the cost optimization. Next question is can you explain the difference between the Azure blob storage and the Azure files? So Azure blob storage is suited for the unstructured data that is accessible via the REST API. Whereas Azure Files provides the fully managed file data shared in the cloud. It is accessible via the SMB and the NFS protocol. It also makes ideal for the file-based applications. What are the storage tiers available in Azure Blob Storage? So Azure Blob Storage offers the hot, cool and the archive tiers. The hot tier is optimized for the data access frequently, cool is for the infrequent access, and archive is for the rarely accessed. Can you describe the Azure Disk Storage Service? Azure Disk Storage Service basically provides the persistent, durable storage options for the Azure VMs. It also supports the standard HDD, standard SSD, premium SSD, and the ultra SSD. That is used for the allowing the performance optimization based on the workload needs. Next question is, what is Azure Data Lake Storage? Azure Data Lake Storage is a storage service that is optimized for the big data analytics. So it is used for the big data analytics. It combines the capability of Azure Blob Storage with hierarchical namespace. It also supports the large scale analytics for the unstructured or the semi-structured data. What is Azure SQL Database? Azure SQL Database is a fully managed relational database service that is built on the SQL Server. It also offers the automated backups, scalings, and a high availability. It enables the efficient management of the SQL workloads. What is Cosmos DB and when would you use it? So Cosmos DB is a globally distributed multi-model database service. It is designed for the high performance, low latency applications that require the global availability. It also supports the multiple data models that include the document, key value, graph, and the columnar. Describe the use of the Azure database for MySQL and the PostgreSQL. So Azure database for the MySQL and PostgreSQL are fully managed database service for MySQL and PostgreSQL. It supports the high availability, security, scaling, and it also enables the user focus on an app development without any database management concerns. What is the Elastic Pool in the Azure SQL database? So Elastic Pool basically allow to multiple SQL databases to share the resources in a cost-effective way. It is useful for the applications with the various usage patterns where databases are dynamically adjust their resources consumption. Explain the purpose of Azure Synapse Analytics. So Azure Synapse Analytics is an integrated and analytics service that combines big data and the data warehousing. Also, it enables the real-time data insight by supporting the analytics on relational and non-relational data sources with high performance. What is Azure Cognitive Service? So Azure Cognitive Service provides the pre-built API for the integrating the AI capability such as visions, speech, language, decision making that are used into the application. These services accelerate the AI integration without requiring the deep data science knowledge. What is Azure Machine Learning? Azure Machine Learning is a cloud-based service that is used for the building, deploying, and managing the machine learning models. It provides the tool for the data preparations, operational, and model training for the production use. What is the purpose of Azure Bot Service? Azure Bot Service enables the developers to build, test, and deploy the chatbots on the Azure. So by using Azure Bot Service, you can develop the chatbots. It integrates with Azure Cognitive Service to provide the natural language understanding and the conversational AI capability. Can you explain the use of the Azure Databricks? Azure Databricks is a Apache Spark-based analytics platform that support the data engineering, data science, and the machine learning. It is optimized for the Azure and integrate with other Azure services for the scalable analytics. What is the Azure OpenAI service? Azure OpenAI service provides the access of OpenAI powerful language models that are include a GPT and Codex. It allows the organizations to leverage AI for the tasks like text generation, summarization, language translations, and more. What is Azure AD, Active Directory? Azure AD is a Microsoft cloud-based identity and access management service. It enables users to authenticate, manage access, and enforce the identity-based security for the applications and the resources within the Azure and the external services. Explain the concept of role-based access control, RBAC. So RBAC is a system that provides the fine-grained access management of the Azure resources. Using roles, you can define the permissions and controls who can access what resources. That is based on the job functions to enhance the security. What is Azure keyword and what are its main use cases? So Azure keyword is a secure service for managing the cryptographic keys, secrets and the certificates. It's primarily used for to the safeguard sensitive information such as API keys, connection strings, passwords with the strict access controls. What is Microsoft Defender for Cloud? Earlier it was known as a security center. So Microsoft Defender for the cloud is unified security management system that provides the security assessments, advanced threat protection and vulnerability management. What is Azure policy and how does it work? Azure policy is a service that enforces the rules on the Azure resources to ensure the compliance with the organizational standards. Here the policy can be applied at the various scopes and it automatically audit and enforce the compliance across resources. What is Azure Monitor? Azure Monitor is a comprehensive monitoring service for collecting, analyzing, and visualizing the telemetry data from Azure resources and applications. It also helps to detect the issues, analyze the performance, and provide the insights to optimize the applications. Explain the purpose of Azure Log Analytics. Azure Log Analytics is a part of Azure Monitor that collect and analyze the log data from the Azure resources and on-premises system. It also provides a query-based interface for the deep analysis and it is useful for the troubleshooting and the detecting the anomalies. What is application insight in the Azure? So application insight is a application performance management tool that is used for the Azure Monitor. It provides the insight of the application performance, real-time error detection, and user analytics for the web application. How does Azure automation helps with the resource management? So Azure automation basically provides a tool for the automate repetitive tasks. It manages configurations and monitor system. It enables the script-based automation through the PowerShell and the Python that makes easier into the complex environment. What is the purpose of Azure cost management? So Azure cost management helps the organization to monitor, allocate, and optimize their cloud spending, what spending they have done till now. It provides the budgeting, forecasting, and the reporting tools for the better financial management and control of the Azure resources. What is Azure DevOps and what does it include? Azure DevOps is a suite for the development tools that provide the collaborative DevOps services. It includes the Azure repos that is called source control, Azure pipeline CI/CD, Azure boards for the project management, and Azure test plans for the testing. Explain the purpose of Azure pipeline. Azure pipeline is a CI/CD service. It enables the automated building, testing, and the deployment of the code. It supports the multiple language and the environment. It integrates with the various tools for the streamlined continuous delivery. What are the Azure repos and how do they support version control? So Azure repos provides Git and Team Foundation version control. We can say TVVC for managing the code repository. It also supports a version control, code review, branching, merging, enhance collaboration with the development team. What is Azure Resource Manager (ARM) and why is it important? Azure Resource Manager is the deployment and the management service for the Azure resources. ARM template basically defines the infrastructure as a code. It enables a consistent, repeatable, and version controlled deployment of the resources. How do you define and use the ARM template? ARM template are the JSON files and it defines the infrastructure and the configuration of the Azure resources. It allows users to declaratively specify the resources, dependencies, and it also provides a consistent way to deploy the complex environment. What is Azure Arc and when it is used? So Azure Arc is a management solution. It enables the Azure services and management across the on-premise, multi-cloud, and the edge environment. It also provides a uniform way to manage the servers, Kubernetes, and applications outside of the Azure. Explain the Azure Site Recovery and its main purpose. Azure Site Recovery is a disaster recovery solution. It replicates the premise and the Azure-based VMs in case of the failover. It also ensures the business continuity by minimizing the downtime and data loss during the disaster. What is Azure Stack and what are its components? So Azure Stack is the extension of Azure that allow the organizations to deploy and run the Azure services on the premise. It consists of Azure Stack Hub, Cloud Solution On-Prem, Azure Stack SCI, Hyper-Converged Infrastructure, and the Azure Stack Edge that is used for the edge computing. What is the difference between the Azure Stack and the Azure Arc? Azure Stack provides on-premise hardware for running the Azure services locally, useful for the latency sensitive and also for the regulatory requirement. Whereas Azure Arc, on the other hand, extends the Azure management capability to resources across the different environment. How does Azure hybrid benefit work? So Azure hybrid benefit allows organizations to use the existing on-premise licenses in the Azure at a discounted rate. It helps reduce the cost of the company by migrating the workloads to the cloud by leveraging the current investment. So thank you friends for watching this video, and I truly appreciate for your taking the time to watch this video. Your support is means for me so much. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to stay updated with the more great content. And let me know if your thoughts in the comment, and feel free to suggest any topics that you would like to see in the future. Thanks again for being a part of this journey. Thank you so much.